It's raining. Kathy, Dashan, Grandma, Belinda, Deb, yeah, it's raining. I'm looking for my umbrella. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Why am I casting? Hi, David. How are you? See that? Okay, I found it. My umbrella. Let's go. Let's go. Tomorrow, Trump will come to National, I think, the Congress building. Capitol Hill, maybe. I don't know. National Mall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place car. 6. 6 car. Let's see. Oh, I want 10. It's already there. Thanks, God. Hello.
Hi, Rebecca.
How are you?
Well, better now that you're here. Marlene, I thought you'd be flying your helicopter so you could watch out for the highway patrol so we could speed there. Hi, Klaus Hawker. Thank you for sending the link. If y'all make too much noise, we'll turn around and come back. You have to be in a good behavior. Hi, Lee. There you go. You you're on the back rear bumper there. You can give the freedom finger back to the people that be giving us the freedom finger. No, we need you to watch out for the highway patrol in front of us there, Marlene. Look for traffic. Hi, Helen. Thanks for joining us. We're out here a little early, waiting on Mom and Mickey and all of you to get here. We'll set up the equipment, play some music, and say our prayer, punch the flag, and then we'll visualize. There you go, Jim.
I want to take this. Oh.
I'll get that to one.
Okay.
You don't listen.
You gotta go.
You take that off. We can still set it
Hello.
up.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Storm.
Howdy.
How are you?
Better now that you're here.
Oh,
He says that's
I know.
That's right.
It still makes me feel special. Even though I have to share Storm with all of you guys.
Oh, shit. I don't know if that lady came. It's okay. I'll pick him up.
How are you, Miss Rebecca? How are you, Miss Rebecca?
I'm cute. I like you.
Oh man, I left my coffee after everything. Uh-oh. Oh, well, it's only in the car.
Oh. I thought you were saying you left it at home.
No.
At the winner, at the winner.
Look at you with your own beach.
Whose yellow phone? Oh, it's Rebecca's.
Yeah, Rebecca's fancy.
Oh, how pretty.
Twice.
Democrats, Republicans, independents, everyone. Wash your hands, stay inside, make sure the world is sanitized. Shut it down, lock your doors, cancel culture, getting bored. Nothing left for us to do but sit at home and watch the news. We didn't spread the virus, cause we were all at home, we had nowhere to go. We didn't spread the virus, we all just stayed at home, kept playing on our phones. Made it to the grocery store, no toilet paper anymore. I guess that's what we need the most. I don't know why.
Sometimes I hear different parts of this song and it makes me laugh.
Shopping baskets looking full, stocking up on all the seeds. I'll save the world by gardening. We didn't spread the virus, cause we were all at home, we had nowhere to go. We didn't spread the virus, cause we were all at home, just playing on our phones. No more South by Southwest, no more Disneyland, I guess. No more basketball events, all eyes on the president. Facebook full of scientists, amazing, I did not know this. All the posts and all the memes and government conspiracies. We didn't spread the virus, cause we were all at home, we had nowhere to go. We didn't spread the virus, we all just stayed at home, kept playing on our phones.
Okay, well, you know what? I want to
At
call
home, alone, at home on all our phones. Go once again.
Aw.
Well, a woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Stormy. She can dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm. It just sounds nasty, snake farm. Pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse wearing a sailor hat that says snake farm, snake farm. It just sounds nasty, snake farm. Pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona, how come she works there? She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter. Now and then some kid gets bit at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. And a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house. Snake farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. She runs everybody off and we, you know, it's a snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. snake farm. It pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile snake farm. Snake farm. It just sounds nasty, snake farm. It pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile snake farm. I've called your name some broken night, and you showed up and patched me up like you do every time. I get amnesia, I forget that you keep coming around. Yeah, ain't no way you ever let me down. Good God Almighty, I hope you'll find me praising your name no matter. Is he God? He is good God Almighty. You say your love goes on forever, that your mercy never stops. Why would I assume you'll be somebody that you're not? Like sun in the morning, I know you're gonna be there every day. So what on earth could make me be afraid? Good God Almighty, I hope you'll find me praising your name no matter what comes. 'Cause I know where I'd be without your mercy. So I keep praising your name at the top of my lungs. Tell me, is he good? He's good. Tell me, is he God? He's God. He is good God Almighty. Praise him in the morning, praise him in the noontime, praise him when the sun goes down. Love him in the morning, love him in the noontime, love him when the sun goes down. Good God Almighty, I hope you'll find me praising your name no matter what comes. 'Cause I know where I'd be without your mercy. So I keep praising your name at the top of my lungs. Tell me, is he good? Tell me, is he God? He is good God Almighty. Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the noontime, Jesus when the sun goes down. Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the noontime, Jesus when the sun goes down.
Yes, so people hold yes, if Bryson is there, Bryson likes to go.
My haters be giving my name to the feds. They went to my parents' house, I was at home in bed. All these ducklings either want me in prison or dead. I pulled up at the crib, MAGA hat still on my head. Bryson Gray did nothing wrong, I'm going Roger Stone. They probably gon' tap my pills, they probably tap my phone. And people send me death threats, better leave me alone. Cause I just bought another gun and it's legally on. Rappers dissing on my my name, hoping they help their status. Rookies hating on the vet, get in the gym and practice. And they said I'm a terrorist with semi-automatics. I guess they probably love me better if I was in the Castro. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted with the smoke if you want it, ayy. I'm with the smoke if you want it, ayy. I'm with the smoke if you want it, with the smoke if you want it, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. I'm Magus most wanted. I'm a Christian with a MAGA hat and AR. Of course, they not trying to let me make it fall. And they always taking shots like we was in the bar. Instead of hating on me, you need to get up the ball. Death threats, now the FBI, what's next? No evidence but the left label me a suspect. Said I was in the Capitol, but we was on the steps. Exercising our First Amendment is bad now, I guess. If you a Trump supporter, look at what you got in store. They ban us on the internet, but I promise there's more. Right now it's federal investigators at your door. If they gon' probably ban our MAGA hats inside the stores. We rich in spirit, but I know they tryna make us poor. They probably take our guns before you can count to four. And they'll probably ban the Bible so we can't read no more. You better wake up and realize it's a spiritual war. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted with the smoke if you want it, ayy. I'm with the smoke if you want it, ayy. I'm with the smoke if you want it, with the smoke if you want it, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. I'm Magus most wanted.
Having our prayer piece in the play. We'll pick everything up. Visualize.
Don't let me stray. I just wanna be your sanctuary.
Hi, Turbo. Birthday. He spoke the other day after Clifted, gathered, see social, dad, and all that, social media, a lot of response.
After all that you went through, how can I ever forgive me, Lord? I just want to be your sanctuary. Grace and mercy keep sifting me till everything is on the threshing floor.
writing for this song. Hey, but this is how I'm rocking. Can't be trans 'cause it ain't real. They need a mental asylum. Say the truth, they look at me like I'm the one with the problem. But they mess with little kids. That's why pedophilia robbing. But that's what happens when you give an inch to the gays. Promoting sin instead of telling them they should change the ways. They make you wear a mask. You can fly. That remind me of slaves. Got my order wrong at McDonald's thinking you need a raise. I'm about to rate the meter. Two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike. I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street, yeah, and mostly y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers, so Bryson got a teal. If a man dress like a woman, then it should be a crime. If you impersonate a cop, then they gon' give you some time. Say you a queen, but all you do is twerk and show your behind. And people think you a 10, but you ain't worth a dime. You scared of COVID, but you around like 400 pounds. Take that mask off and eat fried chicken so you look like a clown. If this offensive, I don't care, cause I'm just making my rounds. And if you voted Joe, you a coon. I love how that sound. Hey, mask off. I promise they don't help. If I saw my son in the dress, then I'll go and get my belt. Look in the mirror and tell me what you think about yourself. You need a safe space? Sorry, I don't care about what you feel. I'm about to rate the meter. Two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike. I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street, yeah, and mostly y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers, so Bryson got a teal.
They would ban me if I tweeted everything in this verse, but I would get a Grammy if I wore a dress in a purse. They want every black man to be like Don Lemon, it hurts. They only love us when we Mike Brown, dead in the dirt. If you like BLM, make you watch CNN, and you brain dead. Probably wear a mask in the bed while you laying there with a Fauci finger in your rear and a blank stare. Cause you done went along with this here, and now you done cause all these dang problems in here. They don't play fair, stealing the election and selling children on Wayfair. Opening the borders, they bringing drugs and they rapes here. Multiculturalism is about as strong as a daycare. Try to cancel me, well then bring it, baby, I ain't scared. Never been afraid of a liberal. It's only two genders, boy and girl, keep it simple, okay. Christ is king, that's my MO. I will never bow down to Fauci in the temple, no safe space for the sensitive. Can't even think for themselves, they own sedatives. Brainwashed by the TV and representatives. Hey, we all know Joe Biden ain't the real president. No. Global homo pedo ruling, they be evil, they seek ruin America first, we got it booming, ain't nothing could stop this movement. Global homo pedo ruling, they be evil, they seek ruin America first, we got it booming, ain't nothing could stop this movement.
Rate the meter, two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike, I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street, yeah, and mostly y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers, so Bryson got a teal.
Okay, there I sent out invitations to come out here on Freedom Corner and all of my media. So, maybe we can get somebody on. Hi, Sam. Hi, Cora.
All right, we're ready for some Jesus.
Amen.
Every day. Lots of times a day. She's just tired today.
Father, we need you each day. We need you like we need air. We need you like, because like the deer thirsting for fresh water. So Father, we come before you this evening again to ask for your presence, for your presence with us. Watch over us. Grant us the wishes from our hearts. That is, that you will be with the patriots, with our brothers and sisters that are here in D.C., Gulag, and across the country, who have lost their freedom, who are confined and unjustly. We know that you are a just God, and your justice and righteousness will rule the land. We just need to rise up and fight. And when you are with us, we will overcome all the barriers, all the corruptions, all the deceit, because you are the light of the world, and darkness cannot stand. We pray for each one here at the corner. Pray for your blessing upon us, supplying all of our needs, and give us the faith and to persevere to the end until we see justice and righteousness in America. We thank you. We pray it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, I was just about to say, Trooper, we have amazing people out there. So. Maybe we need to adjust the sound.
Well, as you know, we are going across all nations. We're in Canada, South America, we're in England, and we have a couple people there on my chat. English Rose and her husband Terry. Tomorrow they will be doing a short walk in honor of Ashley's birthday tomorrow, and she will be streaming it. And I'm not exactly sure what time it was because they're quite a few hours ahead of us. But if you go onto her YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the ding button, and you'll be able to see everything that they'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's English Rose, and and her husband Terry, and that is amazing, and that's moving, that's moving mountains. That's going to bring awareness of the corruption and the absolute, unjust murder of Ashley, and I'm so thankful to them. And I wish Mickey was here tonight. She's not, as y'all can see. She's taking a night off, and so she'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Ashley's birthday. We are meeting at the Capitol. We're going to meet at 5 o'clock at the Capitol side across from the Supreme Court, where I think that's the east side.
It is.
It is the east side. See? I'm getting the layout of the land. So, And so we're going to be meeting there at 5 tomorrow. We're going to lay flowers, and Dwight's going to lead us in a beautiful prayer. And we are going to commemorate Ashley's life, and we're going to come back here and have the vigil and have cake and food and vigilize and celebrate Ashley's life. I think tomorrow needs to be, about Ashley's life and not so much about how she was murdered. And I hope that we can do that tomorrow and have a beautiful day. Ivan has something going on at the Triangle at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And, he's going to be live streaming that, so you can find him on Twitter. And so that's going on. Maccabee's having his closing arguments tomorrow. And, there's a lot happening. So let's just keep everyone in prayer. Yesterday I got a little heat about some stuff I said because I my own opinion, and that is my very own opinion. It's not Guy Wesley's. It's not anybody else's. I do feel like January 6th, we should have gone harder because of just the state that we're in now, and people are really waking up to the reality of allowing this regime to just continue the agenda. And, you know, and I get it. I hear people say that, you know, MAGAs are the greatest threat to this country, or the border being open is the greatest threat to this country. Well, all of those things, you know, it's Biden. He's the biggest threat to this country, and the agenda that they're trying to push. And, you know, our government is absolutely against the people, and you can see it play out in real time now. And, you know, and that is what I see, and that's how I feel. And it has nothing to do with, you know, it is hindsight, but that's hindsight. We're a lot smarter now from what happened. We absolutely know now for sure that the government is against us, because maybe they would have had more information if they hadn't have been hunting down our countrymen over January 6th. You know, we know how many resources have been pulled to search out people that were there. And, you know, and now they're saying, oh, there are all these security failures. Well, what were all your people doing? You know, from what I can tell, from what I can see, the FBI's been looking for MAGA grannies and grandpas and fathers and sons across this nation at a steady pace. So, you know, let's think about that, because now we do know, we do see that our government is against the people. And, you know, we just need to be strong in our resilience and our consistency with standing up and getting our voices heard. And, you know, I pray for everybody involved in the Middle East. That is tragic, but that is over there. What we're dealing with here is a travesty also, and it is a Cold War. Well, you know, actually we talked about that. It's not necessarily a Cold War, you know, civil war we have going on here anymore. When they murdered American citizens on January 6th, they absolutely declared war on their end. So, you know, we keep bringing the peace, they keep wanting war, you know. So let's just keep everyone in prayer. Busy week. I hope everybody will tune in. Let's keep, thank you, English Rose, and your husband.
Her YouTube channel is English Rose 089.
English Rose 089 is English Rose's YouTube channel, which that's where she'll be streaming her walk for Ashley tomorrow. And I know Mickey's going to be super grateful for that, and I know it warms my heart to know there are such strong patriots across this world. So God bless y'all.
Lockdown, lockdown, everybody slow down, give them everything you have. Mask up, bags up, get your body trashed up, better do what they ask. It's alright, okay, sorry, but you can't pray, gotta keep the church doors closed. No superstitions, a saint politician will tell you what you need to know. Citizen fools and brand new rules make everyone a hero now. So keep your distance, no resistance, only do what you're allowed. Cash that check, go dance in the wreck, but just don't speak your mind. Get your facts from the paid contracts, cause never will they tell a lie. They don't know me.
Santa Monica Pier has been evacuated after a man claiming to have a bomb climbed onto the Ferris wheel. Numerous authorities are currently
Oh God, help us all.
climbed the Ferris wheel.
Lord, what we what we have done. See no evil, bow to the needle, then we turn out great. Sick is a new health, war is a new wealth, truth is whatever they say. Expert lectures, media protectors, tell me who to love and hate. Jail in the network, hail to the Zuckerberg, head down, just behave. Liberty, freedom, angels, demons, someone's in control. No way, no how, I wouldn't say it too loud, don't you know they're on patrol? Need more likes, post up, let's fight, there's no way that you're wrong. Gotta listen to the science, cause it's all about the pints. You agree or you're gone, they don't know me. They don't own me. what we have done. Sell my info, hacked and don't know. Show me what I need to buy. Sex consumption, no corruption, just as advertised. You've been labeled and I've been able, better apologize. Propaganda, racist slander, time to organize. Shot bang, Newsmax, brain dead, useless, show it on the TV screen. Tell me who to vote for, gotta start a new war, wouldn't wanna live in peace. Divide and conquer, weak not stronger, everybody know your place. Do it now, won't hurt, dig into your own dirt, virtue found its grave, they don't know me.
Oh, okay, darn.
They don't own me. Oh God, help us all. Look what we've become. Oh God, help us all and fix what we have done. Inside violence, info silence, mainstream message, won't you guide us? You know what is best for our own good. Anti this and anti that, cancel this and cancel that, take it to the streets and the neighborhoods. Worship actors, food and drugs, brand yourself, give them your blood. Don't believe your eyes, don't look around. Fake news, rumors, okay boomer, ignorance will stain our future. Will you make it flower? Run it down. Oh God, help us all. Oh God, help us all. Oh God, oh God, help us all. Oh God, help us all. Oh God, help us.
We had the first vigil there in 20 years, so we're going to go back and celebrate a year.
I don't think he's coming in to watch it. I think I heard that he was. Yeah. Did you hear that noise?
Hello.
Hello. Hey. It's inmate 385960 calling from the DC Gulag. I'm Matt De Silva, and I assume this is Tammy.
This is.
All right. Hey, how you guys doing today? It's brisk. Very brisk out there.
It is a little brisk out here, but thankfully we have good coffee, and we have jackets and hats and gloves. Some people. I don't have my gloves on, but I do have them in my pocket just in case. And we have like big warm hearts, so that's keeping us nice and toasty.
That you do, yeah. So I guess big news today would be RFK Jr. announced an independent bid for the presidency. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yes.
I did not, but a lot of other people said yes, so I guess I'm just behind.
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store today, so unfortunately had no time to look at news.
Yeah. Well, it's something I caught on the TV briefly. I just think it's interesting. It's also very sad because a lot of people like RFK Jr. They thought he had a very good anti-establishmentarian message. But as one of my favorite bloggers has said, when you're dealing with politicians, a lot of times you shouldn't just listen to what they say. You should also judge them by what they do, and that's an important thing you need to look at. So if someone you think is anti-establishment suddenly runs as a spoiler for the other anti-establishment candidate, then that's a sign that they're actually establishment. That they were put there as a foil to be a splitter. A lot of people are saying, well, no, RFK Jr. wants to pardon the J6ers. And I'm like, okay, well, let's pretend that the next election is a referendum on pardoning the J6ers. Let's say that he gets 23% of the vote, and then Trump gets 38% of the vote. That's 61% of the people who are definitely for pardoning the J6ers. But will the J6ers be pardoned? No, because the remaining 39% of the vote goes to Joe Biden. And so everyone has to serve out the fullness of their sentences. There's no pardon. And it's a very sad and bleak picture indeed. So that's why it's important not to just listen to what politicians say, but also watch what they do. And I think that was one of the things that people were looking at with McCarthy when they dropped him or they removed him from the speakership. He said one thing, but he did another. And holding politicians or anyone in politics accountable for their misrepresentations in matters like that, that's essential, especially in this day and age, because you don't know who else is out there. And for years, the establishment has controlled the Republican primary system by using what's known as a splitter strategy. They basically have different candidates that appeal to certain demographics that they don't want to coalesce behind a single candidate. In 2016, Trump blew that dynamic apart by being someone who could break through a lot of those demographic barriers. And that foiled their strategy, and their splitter strategy worked against them. They tried that again, and they're actually trying that again now with the 2024 group of candidates. And you have DeSantis, you have Nikki Haley, you have all these candidates who all appeal to a certain sub-demographic of the conservative voter, the Republican Party. And they're set to sort of act as spoilers for the desired candidate, which most of us, I think we can agree, is the preferred establishment candidate on the right would have been Ron DeSantis. And so they were trying to use that strategy again. As far as the primary is concerned, I mean, Trump's pretty much got it locked up.
Right.
But now that we have a three-way race, and the third-party candidate will never win. The third-party candidate is always a spoiler. That's always been the case. So now that we have a three-way presidential race, it's really important to drill down into details and to ask yourself what matters most. I'm afraid that a lot of people will want to vote for RFK Jr. Just because, you know, they want someone new or something like that. So, but I'm also confident that, like in 2016, Trump is not without his cache of weapons. It's just really sad that he has to now fight against two candidates while he's also being attacked by the full force of the DOJ and the FBI. But all his supporters are experiencing the same. So it's really sad that RFK has to do this. He's the one thing that can perpetuate the police state on in 2024. I hope he has he comes to his senses and he decides not to do this. But we'll see. We'll see. We never know. It's still early in the process. So.
You know, I think you're right, and I think that it is going to be interesting to see what happens in the next coming months, especially where it concerns him. I haven't had a chance to follow as closely as I want to, you know, his whole campaign, but I do find, you know, the whole Kennedy aspect of it just very interesting, and I think it's really interesting that that anyone could consider that wouldn't be an establishment candidate. I mean, how could he not? Well,
at this point, yeah, you have to look at it how it is, not how you wish it to be. There are a lot of people who are hoping that RFK Jr. would join up with Trump on the same ticket. That was never going to happen. And now that he's struck out on his own, was a three-way race. That, I mean, it's extremely disappointing to see that he did that. He loses a lot of credibility in my book for making that decision. But a lot of times these politicians, they're not, surprisingly, they're not as principled as you would want them to be, or at least as principled as they oftentimes sound. Some of these guys get a man who, like a smooth talker, who gets talking in their ear and says, hey, even if you don't win, you'll have a platform after this, you know, you'll have like maybe a radio show or a TV show or something along those lines. And you can grow your brand. You can grow your brand and spread your voice, and that's what's important, because you're the only real anti-establishment out there. It's like, yeah, okay, you're being censored on social media, but you're not being censored and you know, politically assassinated and judicially you know, hounded like Donald Trump is. So if you want to compare who's the more anti-establishment character or candidate, you definitely would have Donald Trump at the top of that list. So.
Well, I just feel like any of these politicians that are trying to team up with Trump and are trying to be on his side are not on our side. And our side is America first and Americans first. You know, that's what our goal, our priority has to be. I mean, you know, the rest of the world, you know, of course we want to do what we can, when we can, where we can, but our priority has to be America. And all of these other politicians that aren't America first and Americans first, they gotta go. They have to go. Because they're definitely not for us. And if we have politicians that are not for us, then what, you know, then who are they for? They're for themselves. They're for the private, you know, deals that they're doing in back rooms that we know nothing about, and they're for greed, corruption, and for the American people to be in death and despair. And you know, it's the destruction of our country. So, you know, at this point, it's like good versus evil.
Yeah, and we've been talking a lot recently about the attacks in Israel and how horrendous they are. I was a little bit, my mouth was agape when I started reading some of the articles, and a lot of the commentary seems to be that the absence of a response is 100% Matt Gaetz' fault for vacating the speakership. When there's plenty of room for Biden to do what he wants. You know, it suddenly we got to play by these old timey rules that haven't really been enforced in any kind of military or international police action for the past half century. Now it's Congress's fault. Well, okay. We're sympathetic, right? I mean, we've made that very clear. We think those attacks are abhorrent, and that the people who did it are going to pay and should pay. I think Israel is perfectly capable of taking care of itself, though. Unlike every other country that these grifters in politics would have you think, you know, that every other country that isn't America is completely helpless and can't take care of itself. Well, Israel very much can and will take care of itself.
Right.
But the reason why that speakership was vacated is because there was a fundamental lapse in integrity. And McCarthy said he would do one thing, and then he did another. And we can continue with that dysfunctional, abusive relationship between the politicians and us, or we can do something about it. And that, you know, there's a lot of back and forth about, you know, whether that was a good idea or not. But I think on principle, it definitely was a good idea to vacate the speakership. All of the ramifications have not fallen into place yet. So whether it was a good idea tactically or not, we still have yet to see. But it's really low to say that to try to turn this attack in Israel into a cudgel against trying to hold our own politicians accountable And that's what those articles were doing. And it was very prevalent even in the conservative media. And I just have to shake my head. It's like, we're for us first. We have to take care of ourselves, and that means holding our politicians accountable for their actions and their deeds. That should be a hard thing to understand. I don't know why everyone thinks that if something happens in the world, well, America has to put everything inside our borders on hold. All of our laws, all of our regulations and forms and culture, all of that has to be sort of pushed aside, out of the way, so that we can all concentrate on this big international thing, be it Ukraine or Israel or whatever. That's not how it should work. Fundamentally, we have a right and a responsibility, actually, to focus on our things, our country first. And the people still say that the border is a huge problem. The people still say that fentanyl is a huge problem. The people still say that the economy is a huge problem. And people don't have enough money to buy food. The gas prices are going through the roof. So it's time that we stop pretending like our priority on every list has to be someone who's not us. It's time, America, for some me time. We close the door, we draw the bath, we light some candles, we get some bubble bath.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You know, America,
we start
America needs
drilling
some
for
me time.
oil. We start taking care of our own. We start letting our farmers farm.
Yeah.
We kick all these
Yeah.
CCP-owned farms out of it. Kick the CCP out of America. We get Bill Gates off of our farmlands. Yeah, we need to start doing all of that.
Bring big pharma to heel. Yeah, and yeah, everything. Yeah, all of that. Yes, that's awesome. Hey, we got the minute warning, so I'm going to say you guys are the most awesome people in the world. Thank you so much. And stay warm.
We love you, Patriot.
God bless you.
God bless you. Good night. We'll hear you at the anthem.
All right.
All right.
I don't know why I felt like the wind was going to end.
Well, he's not wrong. Oh, no, we can just go away. Well, he wasn't wrong about any of that. And, you know, it's just another example of why we all need to be as activated as possible. And we need to be holding our representatives and our congressmen and our senators and our governors. We need to be holding them responsible for their actions and as well as their inaction. You know, we can talk about action all day, but we saw a lot of inaction from our president over the weekend about Israel. We saw that he was busy having a picnic yesterday in the Rose Garden while we've got American hostages being tortured, you know, and it's appalling. You got to get up and you got to get activated.
Yeah. Thank you.
In 1812, England desperately wanted to avenge her humiliating defeat in the American Revolution 31 years before. Her problem was that she had her hands full with Napoleon's France. So all she could do for the first couple of years of her second war with those Yankee Doodles was use her 300-ship navy, the mightiest in the world, to interfere with our Russian commerce. But by the summer of 1814, Napoleon was in exile on Elba. Suddenly, England was the world's only superpower, with the best trained and best equipped troops anywhere. At last, she could punish the Americans who had the audacity to declare their independence and the astonishingly poor taste to challenge her in war yet again. The mistakes of 1776 would not be repeated. Instead of spreading too few redcoats over too much territory, Admiral Sir Alexander Cochrane devised a shock and awe plan to deploy overwhelming numbers of troops into a limited area, and he knew exactly where he wanted to strike first. Washington, D.C. fell to the British on August 24th. They looted and burned the White House and Capitol, then moved on to Baltimore, the center of shipping for the Middle States. Cochrane planned a two-prong attack. His armada of 22 warships sailed up the Chesapeake to Baltimore's harbor and laid siege to the city. Meanwhile, General Robert Ross and over 4,000 crack troops attacked from the landward side of town. Cochrane's flagship held an American prisoner, a Maryland physician named William Beness, whose only crime had been objecting to redcoat looting. The Beness family appealed to a prominent Washington attorney for help in securing the doctor's release. That lawyer's name was Francis Scott Key. Key was asked to sail directly into the British guns. There was no guarantee that he wouldn't be taken prisoner too. It would have been so easy for him to have told the Beness family, "I can't." But my friends, the word American ends in I can. Saying I can has always been a vital part of the American character, and soon Francis was tacking across Baltimore Harbor under a flag of truce. When Admiral Cochrane received him, Francis proved so persuasive that Dr. Beness was granted a parole and allowed to join Key in the sloop. But all these negotiations had taken time. The sun was about to set, which was the signal for the attack on Baltimore to commence. Key and Beness could not sail into the line of fire. They would have to spend the night tethered to an English ship. It was from this vantage point that Francis saw the red glare of the concrete rockets as they sizzled overhead. There he also heard the thunderous explosions of the fused 190-pound bombs bursting in air. They were all aimed at tiny Fort McHenry, whose 30 by 42-foot American flag had provided a perfect sighting target for the naval gun crews. The attack continued into the early morning hours. Key understood that if Fort McHenry fell to the British, Baltimore was doomed. Dawn was breaking when the smoke and haze cleared enough for Francis to once again see the ramparts of Fort McHenry. He expected England's Union Jack to be flying above the fort. At the very least, he anticipated that the fort's 15-star American flag would have been hauled down. He couldn't know that British troops had been repulsed. General Ross himself had been killed, leading to confusion and disarray among the Redcoats. The attack had failed, and even now, the English were starting to withdraw. But then, a gust of wind over Fort McHenry caused a rain-soaked and battle-scarred banner to wave in the breeze. Its meaning was unmistakable. Somehow, against overwhelming odds, the Doodles had won again. Francis took an envelope from his pocket and wrote a poem entitled, "The Defense of Fort McHenry." At the bottom, he scribbled, to the tune of, "To Anacreon in Heaven." This was a curious choice in that Key had picked a bawdy and popular English drinking song. That's right, the melody for the Star-Spangled Banner was borrowed from an English barroom favorite. The next day, Key's poem was published to immediate success. In 1931, it became our national anthem. Fort McHenry's original flag, now beautifully restored, is on display in the Smithsonian today. But you and I could have never sung that song if a Washington lawyer hadn't said, "I can." Only saying "I can" put Francis Scott Key in exactly the right place at exactly the right time to create the stirring prose treasured by every American. Oh, say can you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Or the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Still there.
To Jesus for the cleansing power. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul-cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking daily by the Savior's side? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Do you rest each moment in the crucified? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul-cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
There are a few hours ahead of us.
Christian soldier, you wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. Onward, Christian soldier, you wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. They say to get it off your chest, get on your knees and just confess. Get on your knees and just be blessed. Hit him with these and you'll beat that test, but I'm bad at tests and I like to sin. 16 years old, I was high to begin. 30 years old, I was crying within. Man, why did I always try to fit in? Thinking of things that might come next. Thinking of drinking, drugs, and sex. Thinking about all my regrets. Thinking of these absurd requests to my wife and kids that are on the phone. They've been feeling all alone. They've been waiting day and night for the minute that daddy come rolling home. I thought I could do it all by myself. Thought I could do it without God's help. Thought I could do it from the minute I was in it, but I didn't even know there was anybody else that felt the same way just like me. Help was on the way, you'll see. J-E-S-U-S was coming and he came in the name of G-O-D.
I was watching over you through all your darkest days so I could bring you to the light, let you know that it was me. My God, you were so far from saved. I remember every time that you cursed my name. That J-E-S-U-S, you praise is the name that lets you know that you are saved now. Yes, you are saved now. The breaker of chains is here to stay now. I brought you through that house of pain. I strengthened you through suffering. I raised you up from your knees and I pulled you out from the devil. No, you never knew I was it for you. Never knew I was beside you. Every single second of every day, every single step along the way. Watching you suffer, it killed me. Till you got down upon your knees and asked for me to answer your light. That was when I showed you my light. As long as you keep me and stay, never mislead you, just trust me. Said this armor of God is not heavy. Said this armor of God is not heavy. Christian soldier, you wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. never take it all. Ephesians 6:11 got me focused on the cross. If it wasn't for the sacrifice, we would all be lost. I will ride with King Jesus, cause he chose to pay that cost. I will ride. Ride with Messiah. You wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. I will ride. Christians ride with Messiah. You wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. I will ride. I will ride with Messiah. I wear the armor of God now. I wear the armor of God now.
Sit on the console.
I do. I'm going to sit on the console. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we're taking a trip to Northern Neck on Friday for their 1-year anniversary of their vigil, which is amazing. These guys just really, grabbed the bull by the horns down there in Northern Neck, and they were already advocating for our J6ers before we even met them. The Northern Neck Patriots with Tom Jeffries and John Haynes from Northern Neck Sentinel are just amazing patriots, and they've got a little group together that they've been going out there every week. They've been advocating for our J6ers, both in their local newspaper, but also in their board meetings and going to the prison board meetings. And quite frankly, they were absolutely instrumental in getting our guys out of Northern Neck because of the horrendous conditions in the jail physically, but also because of the conditions that the COs were putting the guys through, both mentally and physically as well. These guys were just really tortured over in Northern Neck, and it was terrible. And a big shout out to the Northern Neck Patriots for helping us do what they've done. Not only to get our J6ers out of Northern Neck, but they didn't stop there. They didn't pack up and go home once that was done. They said, no, we still have work to do here. We want this jail shut down. It's a thorn in this community's side, and it's a privatized jail. And from what we gather, there are about 3 judges in the local community that have ownership of that facility. So it's a definite conflict of interest, but there's ongoing investigations about that. And, I don't know as much about that, so I don't want to talk too much about things I don't know too much. But you can do some research yourself and find that out on your own. So Storm and I are going to go down there and vigilize with them on Friday night in celebration of their 1-year anniversary, and that'll be great fun. And I got some really good coffee for us because Storm likes his good coffee, so I'm ready with it. And then another announcement that I wanted to make real quick is that we also got news this evening that Daryl Neely and Sean McHugh have gotten their temperatures checked, so they will be leaving in the morning to the facilities that they will be staying at until the end of their incarceration. So if you could just pray for them in their transition, we would greatly appreciate it.
And that's a good reminder to go to Patriot Mail Project and check for updates and everything of where these different detainees, these inmates are being held. They do get transferred quite a bit, so they will have an update on when Sean and Neely get to where they're going. Patriot Mail Project also has their Christmas drive opened up, so you can go and register there. If you're a Jan 6 family, you can go and register and make sure that you have your kids taken care of. I know that Patriot Mail Project did a really great job with the Jan 6 families last year, so the need is even greater this year, unfortunately. But make sure you go and sign up for that. You can go and also adopt a family there or donate directly to Patriot Mail Project. And, I've seen their good work directly with my own eyes. And, they're steady working at it. So they are very meticulous about all that with the Patriot Mail Project. They're very on top of it. It's hard to keep up with all the inmates. How many inmates did we say approximately that we thought we had detained? Around 200.
It's 191.
191. Okay, so, you know, that's 191 detained, and then there's people on home confinement, and, you know, so, and you still have people getting arrested, but just make sure that when you go to Patriot Mail Project, look, they have a place for the birthdays for the month, and they also have a place for updates and any new inmates or new locations. So, just a reminder.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
Hi, Mel.
The noise of thunder. One of the four beasts sang, and behold, a white horse.
There's a man going around taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne, and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree, trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. In measured 100-weight and penny pounds, when the man comes around.
I like chocolate colored.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Well, we've been there
you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. American flag. American flag. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. I ain't never gonna pretend that I give a damn. Anybody who's offended can get it, we throwing hands. Anybody not trying to make America great again, you a punk, you a clown, better know where I stand. I'm a white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a fuck. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My patriots, the craziest, they ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, don't save the tip, the same the stick and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them, there's these vasos. I ain't never gonna take a knee with an anthem, smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms, fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave, to the brave, United States. We love the country that they've been corrupting, go woke and go broker if you ain't awake. My people love this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the fact. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. American flag. American flag. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. Got that AKA all Draco, leave you stankin', break your ankles. I'm not hearing what you saying, hit the pavement, now you seeing angels. It get dangerous, go against the Patriots, got all the bangers. Take a look inside my closet, you gon' see way more than hangers. Hammers like I do construction, ammo, I'ma shoot at something. Why you think we own these guns so we can just go do some hunting? You must not pay close attention, government they want division. Only treason if you lose, I guarantee we come out winning. And my flag fly high like eagles, I would die for all my people. You can't change me with procedures, I'm about freedom, you about evil. Leave you hanging from the ceiling like chandeliers and cathedrals. Never have the safety on it, when we run out we just people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the fact. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. American flag. American flag. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. Every time we pull up, you see stars, you see stripes, you see flags on the cars and the trucks and the bikes. Every time we pull up, we go hard, we outside, we got flags on our arms that are tatted there for life. Every time we pull up, we don't care if you're mad, we cherish this land, the haters can't get buried in rags. They set fire to old glory, turning fabric to ash. But every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. American flag. American flag. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.
That's right, Joe.
Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Let me put you in the picture. Let me show you what I mean. The Messiah is my sister. Ain't no king, man, she's my queen. Everything that seems the light, don't put it out. That she's alright, yeah, she's my sister.
God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Till I am my soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your grace. I'm waiting for the day when I am my soul on fire. Till I am my soul on fire. God, I'm running for your heart. longing for your heart. Feel like I'm so on fire. Oh, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am so on fire. Don't you dare go running down my little town where I grew up, and I won't cuss your city lights. If you ain't ever took a ride around and cruise right through the heart of my town, anything you say would be a lie. We may live our lives a little slower, but that don't mean I wouldn't be proud to show you where I come from. There's an old cowboy out turning up dirt where I come from. There's a preacher man in a cowboy shirt where I come from. Where a couple boys fight in the parking lot. No, nobody's gonna call the cops. Where I come from. See that door right there? Man, I swear that it ain't never been locked, and I guarantee that it never will. That old man right there in the rocking chair at the courthouse square, I'll tell you now, he could buy your fancy car with $100 bills. Don't let those faded overalls fool you. He made his bills without one day of schooling. Where I come from, there's a pickup truck with a tailgate down. Where I come from, the pine trees are singing a song of the South. Where I come from, that little white church is gonna have a crowd. Yeah, I'm pretty damn proud. Where I come from. Where I come from, there's a big old moon shining down tonight. Where I come from, there's a man done wrong for to make it right. Where I come from, there's an old cowboy out turning up dirt. Where I come from, there's a preacher man in a cowboy shirt. Where I come from, where a couple boys fight in the parking lot. No, ain't nobody gonna call the cops. Yeah, that river runs across that old Clever Rock. Where I come from, where I come from. This dangerous part.
This year, violent crimes up 40% this year, and 217 homicides in the DC area. And, you know, we heard 2 of them when we were walking into our house about 10 days ago. And, you know, it's just so shocking, the amount of violence. And I do feel for these officers and everything because, you know, I know they have to have the armor of God around them when they go out there, just like we all do. And so I do pray for them because this city is violent. And I know as people get more desperate, the more violent it gets. So I just pray for all of the large cities because it's become an epidemic to be violent. And it is quite scary. And, you know, but we hold this vigil every night to commemorate and remember and to bring justice and to give a voice to those that were murdered on January 6th, and to give a voice to the political prisoners and their families. And, you know, all of that is done with the help of you guys out there. And I want to recognize some people that gave us some donations, and because it means a lot for us. It does. It helps continue us to get coffee and to be out here and to do what we're doing. And I want to thank Monica. She gave a donation of $201, and you know that goes a long way for us. So thank you so much, Monica. Melanie 100, Dina 50, John 50, and Joe 25. And you know, all of that goes directly to the efforts here, and we are up every day going and doing the vigil at night, and because it is important, and DC is where it's at, and it's where you have to be seen, and where you have to see people and get the message out. And our prisoners are being prosecuted and persecuted here in the DC courts, and so you know, we gotta continue to keep getting the word out, and so we do appreciate that. You know, tomorrow is Ashley's birthday. We are doing $38 donations for each year that Ashley would have been alive. And you know, tragically, she was murdered by Lieutenant Michael Byrd, who has still yet to face any consequences for that. And so we're here making sure that you know, people remember her name. We say her name out here every day. They do try to stricken Ashley from the record in the courtroom. We've been there when they have redacted any mention of her, and we're not going to allow that to happen. We're not going to allow these people to be forgotten and thrown away, because you know, our government waged war on us that day, and that is exactly what happened. And the more people that are realizing you know, that our government is really against the people, the better off we're going to be. You know, you just got to understand that that comfort zone that you feel like you're in is just an illusion, and you know, that it's going to be taken away from you more rapidly than what you really believe. So, you know, you better start standing strong now. Like I said, when we went to Fort McHenry and they were talking about you know, defending that area, it was also done by the people, not just by the soldiers there that day. It was done by the people who took up arms and defended their land. And you know, once again, I keep being told in these federal courtrooms that we're not a land of militias, and we're not those things, but we absolutely are. And they're trying to take that out of our mindset and out of our you know, that yeah, and out of our, you know, what we believe as Americans, because that has been our fighting spirit, is to protect our land, because there is no other place to go, y'all. This is it. This is the last great stand, and we have to protect it. And luckily, people are waking up, and it is thanks to, I'm going to say, a lot of efforts from this vigil, and you live streamers and you people watching that get the word out every day, that are, you know, waving your flags over overpasses, and you know, that are wearing your shirts and getting conversations started in your community, adopting Jan 6ers in your area, writing their letters, and talking to the person next to you at the grocery store, at the gas station, and really engaging. And you know, we have got to unite or die, and those words are very true, and they're not insightful, they're not anything, they're reality. If we can't come together as a country and protect it, we're going to lose it to this agenda out there. And I know that my grandbabies deserve the freedoms that I thought that we had. Let me put it that way. They deserve that, because we're going to wake up and we're going to tell our grandkids and things about a country that once was. And I don't want that for any of us. And I know that's why many people went to January 6th. And we have to remember that. And those of you that have been afraid because you were at January 6th, but you were afraid of the government, just know it doesn't matter if it's now or in 5 years. They're going to be coming. And so you need to get over the fear. And we need to unite together. And let's just keep encouraging each other. Let's keep praying for each other. You know, I love that Tammy says, y'all pray for us, we'll pray for you. Those are real strong words, Tammy, and I appreciate you ending the night every night that way. It means a lot. And so love you guys. Oh, and I'm leaving. I got a stay away order from DC. Not really. I did not get a stay away order yet. They may be working on that in their cars right now. I'm not really sure. I see lights popping on every once in a while in there, so I don't know if they're filling out that. But I'm gonna go home, see my guy for his birthday, and I know I'm gonna snuggle with my kids. And Peyton has some shows picked out. Peyton has some shows picked out that we're gonna watch, and so I'm just gonna enjoy that time with them. I'm gonna miss all you guys, but I haven't been to see them since May, so it's been a hot second. So I'm super excited, and but no stay away order. No stay away order.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
I'll do that in a rush in the last second. Like I do most things. All right, let's do roll call. For those lives lost on January 6th, let's do roll call after this song. How about that? I'm sorry. Who's calling me? Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's a real phone call, so. Well, you know, sometimes Brian calls and he doesn't want to be on the live stream. But this is from Sean McHugh, so.
Aw, his farewell speech.
His farewell speech.
Here, now I'm coming. I was going to turn my camera down.
Hello.
Okay. I'm leaving here tomorrow morning.
We heard, and we were just talking about, you know, everybody keeping you guys in constant prayer throughout your travels. So how do you feel about it?
I'm actually relieved, to be honest. I want to get out of here. I'm going to miss all the guys and the camaraderie and basically the brotherhood that we share. But I do not miss this facility at all. So I'm gonna be happy to go, to be honest.
And hey, and just so you know, Jeff Sable here. I just jumped in, so yeah, I agree. It's going to be a different pod with Sean gone. I won't say that we get into anything nefarious, but let's just say that there's been a lot of laughter and a lot of smiles, a lot of. As far as this, I won't say, don't swear, but as far as this place goes, he definitely makes the place better. Absolutely, 100%. So we will miss him, and I will miss him very much.
I appreciate that, Jeff. Sweet. But we will see each other on the other side, and we will be having a great time. Here in about 13 months, we're gonna have the mental release because we're gonna know Trump's reelected. In about 15 months, 16 months, we're all going to be out. So that's the way that I see it. Worst case scenario, if I get RDAP, I'm going to be out in 20 months.
So for the record, what did you get sentenced to, and what are you looking at?
I got sentenced to 6.5 years. But with the programs that I can do and everything, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out in 20 months. God willing. So.
You've been in for how long already?
I've been in for 28 months now, 29 months, yeah. So, and we've all been through a lot out there. Mickey, I'm gonna miss you, and thank you for everything that you've done. And I really pray for you and your fight for Ashley. And you've done wonders. You've done wonders for the J6 cause.
and everybody out there, Nicole, Tammy, all the live streamers out there. You know, we've been through a lot, and I love you guys. You know, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, and you guys are awesome. So,
we love you too, Sean, and you know, just because you're leaving DC doesn't mean that that you'll be forgotten. We'll be keeping in touch with you and keeping track with you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. This is just the beginning. You know, we're not going to stop fighting, and you know, the prisoners of war and the political prisoners that we are tomorrow's leaders, and you guys are really there, bridging the gap for everybody right now. You guys are standing in the gap, and we love you. You guys are really doing for us what nobody can. And so you guys are the bravest, to be honest. You guys are out there. And for everybody listening, keep Jesus in your heart, absolutely. But be prepared. You know, I just want to let you guys know there's a lot of things that are happening. Obviously, you guys know. I mean, you guys see the news and everything. But some things that are happening strategically are, you know, America, China, and Russia are moving their nuclear warheads to other facilities. So a lot of things are heating up, and obviously in the Middle East. If you guys haven't bought a gun, get a gun. And I just want you guys to know that my heart is with you, and whatever you're mandated to do by God, please do it, and God be with you. So that's as far as I'm going to say that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and you know, and right back at you too. You know, just continue to live by God's word, and when things get really tough for you, you know, turn towards Him. And even when things aren't tough for you, turn towards Him anyway, and always, because God's going to be good to you all the time.
Yeah, well, God's going to give you the strength to do what you need to do to protect yourself and take your country back. But it's just, you've got to know your own mandate. So that's where I'm going to leave that. You know where I stand on the issue. I don't think I need to elaborate, but we're in some weird times right now, and I believe that we're in the moment. So whatever it takes.
You know, you're not wrong. Nicole and I talk about this often, and we have a plan that involves a dirt bike and guns.
Hey, I'll tell you what, preparedness is half the battle. So if you have a plan and you have preparedness, and you know, you're looking pretty good. But even then, things can go wrong. So.
Right.
So be on your toes. Keep your head on a swivel. I love you guys. You know.
We love you too, Sean.
So Sean, where are you? Where are you going?
I plan to go to Lompoc, California, Santa Barbara, and hopefully I get there. It's a low/camp. We got a golf course there because I'm a real film supporter. I hope to see JB, Jeff Brown. I hope to meet up with Jeff Brown out there. And then also we got Ed. Ed's in here. He was locked up with God. Why
He was with Eric. No. Eric came before him.
The other problem was
Medallion.
Edward. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Ed's in here with me, but he got locked up with, hey, who's in LA? He was the shop boy that was in LA, that got locked up with Ed. Sorry. I'm having a break. DJ? Yeah, DJ.
Oh, DJ.
God, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that guy, DJ.
Yeah, that guy, yeah. I'm sorry, it's been a long night.
Right, so DJ, what's up?
DJ, yeah, DJ's codependent's in here. Ed, but he's such a smart as a whip. I'll tell you what, especially when it comes to religion and what's going on in the Middle East. Ed is just great. But he's from California too, and he's supposed to be going out to Lompoc, so I can't wait to see him out there as well. So, you know, thanks for looking up. to be honest, and that's the way we got to look at it. And we got to stay positive, and we got to spread that positivity. So,
Amen.
I know we've been through a lot, and I know that I've said a lot of crazy things, but I'm telling you, I mean, when it comes down to it, think about it. I mean, do we capitulate and to these people that are trying to take over our norms? They say that we don't want to do the norms, but they want to split us up from our children. They want to take away our statues and our history. These people are crazy. It's time that if push comes to shove, I'm sorry, but it's time that we do a necessary evil to save our future for our children. So that's where I stand on the issue. And I know it's weird to say, but somebody's got to say it. We need the men in this country to stand up. Where are the real men at? Where are the real men at? I'm not looking for the soy boys. I'm looking for the real men in this country to lead the way. So you're going to see a lot of that, and you're going to see a lot of the truth about what happened in here through a book that we're writing. Stay tuned to the Lost Boy. And there's a lot of cool stuff that's coming out. So I just want to keep your guys ahead of the game. And I know if Mickey's in it, then everybody's head's in the game. So I love you, Mickey, and I'm sorry that we never got to have a visit. But I got your back. I love you.
That's so sweet, and she loves you too, Sean. She's not here right now. As you can imagine, it's a little bit of an emotional time for her with Ashley's birthday coming up tomorrow. So we forced her to take the night off tonight and just kind of regroup and be, at one with herself, because it is a tough time to really be in front of the spotlight all the time and not be able to, show your emotion and show how you truly feel at all times, because you're constantly under a microscope. So we're hoping that she's getting the much needed rest that she needs, but we will definitely be relaying your messages to her.
I appreciate it. And, I apologize that I haven't been such interacting with you guys so much, but I got to protect myself. I have a tendency to come off the handle pretty easily, so I got to protect myself.
I wouldn't say come off the handle. I wouldn't say come off the handle. I would say speak your mind.
Yeah. So I don't have a very popular opinion with DC, but maybe in the rural communities.
I think that you're slated for politics, my friend.
Yeah,
you might just be. You might be.
Yeah. Well, if Mike could do it, shit, I can.
Hell yeah.
Right. Don't do it with Mike. I think he has a Neuralink chip or something, man. That guy is.
No. He has strings to his hands, to his feet. He's called a puppet.
He's reptilian. He's an Obama puppet.
Right, but Obama's a puppet as well. That's the thing. It's like the Iron Maiden cover of Number of the Beast. A puppet over a puppet over a puppet.
So you guys have a great opportunity to be a part of history and go to these meetings on the Hill this week. Are you guys going to participate in that?
Yes, we will be participating in some things, but there's also a lot going on in the courthouse, so we kind of split our time as much as we can, because there's only so many of us, and we can only be in so many places at once. But we are laying flowers tomorrow at the Capitol for Ashley at 5 o'clock in celebration of her birthday.
Absolutely. She will be in my prayers in the morning as I leave, and I hope that you guys bring me in spirit with her as well. And it's really amazing where we're at in today's time. And you guys are playing such a huge role, and I want you guys to know that. And everybody watching, I want to remind everybody that if you want to keep this going, go to 4ashley.com. That's the number 4ashley with the 9.com. And I just can't believe where we're at. So I hope that you guys keep everybody updated. I know that Maccabee is going to be in trial, and he's going to have his tomorrow, or closing arguments?
Yeah, his closing arguments are tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll be there in the morning, and then we have various activities to do to prepare for our activities. And Ivan's having a live press conference tomorrow at the Triangle in front of the Capitol as well, and that I believe will have a lot to do with who's going to be coming in as Speaker of the House and what our demands are.
I was just going to say that there's the talk about Trump's coming into D.C. tomorrow. Is that true?
So there was talks about that, but because of the stuff that's been going on in Israel the past few days, that plan has been canceled. So as far as I know, that he is not going to be here tomorrow.
Okay. And Scooter just said something about that as well, right? What? That Scooter. Trump's not going to be here tomorrow?
No, he's not. He canceled.
Canceled?
Like Dan said, he canceled.
He canceled.
Okay. Regardless of the case, go ahead.
Hold on. President Biden was interviewed by the special counsel for 2 days over his mishandling of classified documents.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You guys are in such a great place to be witnesses of history. You guys get to be there for these sessions, and I'm very envious of you guys. I wish I was out there with you guys. I really do. I love you guys and all the support that you show for all of the Americans, Democratic, Independent, and Republic. The real people that represent those parties, not the Uniparty. You guys are doing such an amazing job for America, and I want everybody to know that you guys are here on the front lines, and I love you guys. Thank you for all the support that you've shown me and everybody here, and all the great times that we've had. I love you guys. And everybody, go to 4ashley.com. That's the number 4ashley with an I.com. I love you guys, and this is Sean McHugh. I'm out.
We love you all the way.
Thank you.
Oops. I kind of hung up when he was saying thank you. But it was because I was afraid Greta was coming. And she was coming. I could feel her about to be hanging us up. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. So let's get back to our previously scheduled programming, which was the roll call. What? Okay, I'll say it fast. For those lives lost on January 6th, Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boyland, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and on the next day, Officer Brian Sicknick, rest in peace. For those detained, Justin Adams, Thomas Adams, Don Andrews, Tommy Allen, Chris Albert, Russell Alford, Noah Bacon, Edward Badalion, Daniel Ball, Thomas Ballard, Logan Barnhart, Richard Barnett, Pauline Bauer, Roger Bow, Julio Bequero, Matthew Bedingfield, Luke Bender, Joe Biggs, Aiden Billiard, Joshua Black, Matthew Bledsoe, Eric Bosheen, Kenneth Bonowitz, Brandon Bradshaw, Nicholas Brockhoff, Larry Brock, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Daniel Caldwell, Kel Clayton, Stephen Capuccio, Matthew Caspel, Mick Chan, William Cressman, Reed Christensen, Eric Christie, Josiah Colt, Mason Corson, Eric Kramer, Matthew De Silva, Nicholas DiCarlo, Nathan DeGrave, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Robert Dennis, Timothy DeJargens, Michael Dickinson, Charles Donahoe, Israel Easterday, Michael Eckerman, James Elliott, Daniel Egbett, Robert Fairchild, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimmons, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswein, Vincent Gillespie, Vitalia Jaskinkowski, James Grant, Matthew Green, Joseph Hackett, Stacey Hager, Timothy Hale, Thomas Hammer, Kenneth Harrelson, Johnny Harris, Richard Harris, Joshua Haynes, Stephanie Hazelton, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Andrew Hernandez, Joshua Hernandez, Eric Herrera, Casey Hopkins, Joshua Hughes, Jared Hughes, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Daryl Johnson, Joshua Johnson, David Judd, Julian Cater, Matthew Kroll, Nicholas Langerand, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Matisse, James Malt, Christopher Maurer, Mario Matas, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, David McCoffel, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Rodney Millstreet, Matthew Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Menuda, Catherine Morrison, David Marshall, Robert Morse, Christopher Moynihan, Jonathan Menifo, John Nassif, Marshall Neef, Daryl Neely, Kirsten Niemela, Gregory Nix, Ethan Nordine, Nicholas Ox, Grady Owens, Jason Owens, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Michael Perkins, Dominic Pizzola, Michael Pomeroy, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Joshua Pruitt, Mahala Pryor, Anthony Puma, Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffett, Zach Reel, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Thomas Robertson, James Robinson, Michael Roche, Jonathan Rockholt, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubenacker, Jeffrey Sable, Brian Samsel, Robert Sanford, Ronald Sandlin, Deborah Sandoval, Salvador Sandoval, Zachariah Sattler, Daniel Scott, Peter Schwartz, Christian Secor, Hunter Seafried, Kevin Seafried, Grayson Sherrill, Jeffrey Show, Owen Schroyer, Thomas Civic, Jeffrey Sills, Glenn Simon, Mikkel Sly, Charles Smith, Tommy Smith, Audrey Southard, Hatchet Speed, Peter Stager, Shelley Stallings, Davin Steiner, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, George Tenney, Jacob Thayers, Isaac Thomas, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Edward Vallejo, Eric Warner, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Jack Whitten, Anthony Williams, Riley Williams, Timothy Williams, Duke Wilson, Ricky Wilden, Shane Wood, Chris Worrell, John Wright, Kyle Young, Yerlina Bonamir. Those lost to suicide, Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Unks, and George Meacham. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Let's say her name.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
Now we're getting our Jeffrey call, so we just barely made the cut on the roll call. I'm sorry, y'all. I read it so fast. Got it in by the skin of our teeth. We'll play our Ashley song after we do Jeff's call. Hello.
Hello. Let me give the 2-minute warning. Hold on 1 second. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, you guys there?
We are here.
All right, let me start out here. I have something that it's on Forbes magazine, and it says, this is a headline: U.S. dollar quote unquote collapse shock. $8 trillion predicted Fed inflation flip to spark a quote critical Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, the Ponzi scheme, petrodollar, and going back to gold. So, hold on. We got 1 minute, so let me say the 1 minute thing, and we will go from there. So, let me do what I do. Hold on. 30 seconds!
30 seconds!
Hold on, almost there. All right, I am back.
All right, we are here.
Hey, good, that's a good thing. All right, so what is the latest on Israel? Please, what do you got? Anything?
So before we left the house, I was just watching a thing about if Israel bombed the Gaza Strip without warning in the residential areas, they were going to start killing hostages on live TV.
Wow. Now, hostages, are we talking about American hostages, or are we talking about
I mean, we can only assume that some of them are American hostages. We already know that at least 9 American hostages have died. But
wow.
And that was as of Saturday, so I think that number has risen, but we don't know an exact count, and we don't know exactly how many of the hostages are American citizens. So the situation is unfolding quite brutally as every second ticks by.
Now, as far as Hamas goes, do we know, are there any specific factions within Hamas that are claiming responsibility, or are they just calling themselves quote unquote Hamas and leaving it at that? Any idea on that one?
All I've heard is that that Hamas and the Jihad are doing this, and Israel, declared war on them. Like, actually declared war. So, which, we've had skirmishes and some back and forth with them over the years, but there's not been anything this deadly or bloody or brutal of an attack since the 1970s.
Hey, and oil is like $150 a barrel.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gone up $50 a barrel over the last 18 hours. So there's that.
Wow. here.
Yeah,
All right, let's back up.
And
Let's back
Biden
up
has
to,
depleted our gas preserves, and Texas isn't allowed to drill, so we got that going for us.
All right, let's see. There was one topic I had here, but I lost it.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's just too much. There's too much going on. You know, there are some people here that are talking about. Again, we go into some of the rumors that, like I said the other day, that there are multiple hubs for the cabal. One being D.C., one being Taiwan, one being the Vatican, one being Ukraine, and one being Israel. And if the mainstream media is telling us that we need to support Israel, do we? I don't have an answer. I really do not have an answer at this point. And these are some of the discussions I've had in here with multiple people. And that, does anybody really know what's going on?
Well, I mean, they've been fighting each other over there for thousands and thousands of years. Right now, they're called Palestinians against Israelis, but it's been something, you know, one group against another group there for thousands. I mean, since the beginning of time, since Jesus, you know.
Agreed. Except that Israel didn't exist until right after World War II. Israel was created.
Right. I'm just saying,
like, what I need to do
among
is
the factions in that. But before they were called something else, and before that they were called something else. But they've been fighting over that land for millennia.
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll dig in my notes. I will find there's something. It's not a concordance. I forget the term of what it is, but there is something where a Zionist that was one of the Rothschilds during World War I had said that we need to create a land that is specific to one that is Jewish held. And I have many friends that are Jewish, so I have nothing against people that are Jewish at all. Many friends that are Jewish. I just don't understand, I guess you could say, the creation of Israel after or during World War II or after World War II, but then how it influences Middle Eastern politics when it comes to Palestine, and then you have the dare I say, rumor of the clearance of Ukraine so that the Jewish people could go back to Ukraine, and then you have Palestine taking over where Israel is right now. Again, I'm telling you rumors that I hear and hear. I don't know what's real and what's not. I don't, and I'm totally talking out left field. I absolutely admit that. But again.
Well, there is so much misinformation everywhere that we don't know what's real or fake either. We only can go by the news that we can get, and unfortunately, if you don't dig deeper than the surface, you're not getting any real news. And I don't even, when I go to look at news, world news, or if I'm trying to find out what's going on here or even abroad, I don't go and look at American news sites ever, because they don't tell you the truth. If you go look at other foreign countries' news sites, you find out more about what's going on here than you find out here.
Yeah, it's all propaganda.
Right. What was that? Somebody said?
She said it's all propaganda.
Yeah. One of the things that one of the guys that used to listen to in here, and I personally don't, used to listen to Sputnik Radio. Sputnik being a Russian broadcast here in D.C., where he would get quite a bit of intel. It would be on, I don't know if it was early in the morning, whatever, but it was when I wasn't up, so I'm up till 4 in the morning reading, and then I get up late. But I agree, especially when I was in Mexico, I ended up finding all kinds of interesting news things that you just would not see in the United States.
Right.
So if you have the opportunity, dig into alternative sources, or better yet, talk to people that are in different countries.
Yes.
find out information, spread that information. Information is knowledge, knowledge is power. So if you find something, verify it, and then tell people about it. Really, we right now do not know. I'll say me personally, I don't know what to believe. I don't. I just don't. And I think there's a lot of people in my shoes, in our shoes, of what to believe, what not. So, anyways, what else? Other than that, yes, we have 2 people that are leaving tomorrow. One is Birdman, and one is Sean Q. They will be sorely missed. They are part of the family here. So when they leave, it will be less colorful, would be the word. It will be a reduced family. So, but again, we all have to go our paths. So, other than that, anything new? Anything else to throw out there?
Nicole had this big build-up, and then it was a no. I thought she had something major to say. I thought something she saw on her phone. No, we really don't. Unfortunately, we're just really not as good as others about gathering the news. And some days we do better than other days.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, while we got the time, go to the artist formerly known as Twitter, go to X, go to hashtag Sing for Freedom, and also go to hashtag Flick It for Freedom. Hopefully, with everything moving forward with that, I'll be writing an article in Daily Pundit soon that discusses Flick It for Freedom.
Awesome.
And like I said, we're going to be trying to move that from every first of every month to every week, like every Sunday.
I think that would be great.
That's that. Yeah. Next is precinctstrategy.com. Please check it out if you want to get involved. From what I gather, there are multiple precinct committee member positions that are simply unfilled. So if you want to do something, get involved. Go to precinctstrategy.com. And then, of course, you have the...
You have 1 minute remaining.
BidenLaptopMedia.com. If you want to know what your presidential family is doing, go to BidenLaptopMedia.com. And then last but not least, PoliceStateFilm.net. I have not seen that. If anything, if you guys could do me a favor, check it out. Go to PoliceStateFilm.net, check it out, and go from there. Other than that, thank you to you guys for all you do. Appreciate everything you do out there. We wish we could flick our lights to at least tell you that we're here, but we can't because you guys can't see us. And God bless you guys. We'll get through this, and God bless America.
God bless you guys, and y'all keep your heads up. We love you.
All the way.
All right, guys. Thank you for all you do.
All right, good night.
Love you. Out.
Well, you can tell they're going to be missing their friends. You know, it's always kind of a bittersweet thing when anybody leaves DC, because on the one hand, you're just so glad that they're getting out of here and they're going to get to... I didn't want to hear myself speak. But it is bittersweet because they get to leave DC, and you know that they're just going to be going to a better place because this is such a hellhole. But you know, it's also the other edge of that sword is that they don't have the camaraderie that they do have here with their guys. And even if some of them get annoyed with others, it is like a giant family. So, you know, please pray for these guys, not just the ones traveling, but also the guys that are left here wishing that they were leaving too. So, with that, we'll do our last song, right? All right, yeah, let's do it. Come on, guys.
I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
USA, 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 USA.
All the way.
Woohoo! Free J6, like Rebecca says. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us again tonight. I'm glad we didn't blow away. I know the wind was trying to get us to blow away, but we're better than that.
It was a nor'easter.
That's right. That's right. It was a nor'easter. We made it. So thank goodness for that. And we were going to pray for you guys. If you could pray for us, that would be super special and fantastic. We'll see. Yes, please join us tomorrow for Ashley's birthday. We're going to be out here with our flags and our cake and all the good stuff. Maybe sing. Yeah, we'll make Elena sing because, you know, y'all don't want to hear me singing.
Hey, don't forget to watch English Rose.
And don't forget to watch English Rose on her YouTube channel, English Rose 089, right? English Rose 089. And she's going to be walking in England for our Ashley. And I think that is the sweetest thing.
I know. Okay, so if English Rose is watching, I don't know if she is, but if she comes back and watches it, Mickey and I are addicted to Doc Martin right now. So I'm sure that she's watched it, but we're in the 4th season. So we love our British mysteries. Although Doc Martin's not a mystery. If you go to Port Wynne, you're definitely going to get sick. And it's the sickest port in England. But anyway, so English Rose, thank you so much. It warms our heart to know that across the oceans that people care and give Ashley a voice.
No, it's...
All right, and we will see you guys tomorrow night. Love you.
Okay.
Because their time is way less.
Yeah, it's different, yes.
All right, folks, I'm going to help them break down and turn everything off.
Yes.
Like I said, don't forget about English Rose tomorrow. We'll be at the Capitol birthday celebration. We'll come back here.
Yes.
5 p.m.
Don't forget to say your prayers. So everybody goes to fight, please pray for me also. See you all tomorrow. Get ready for a fun time. God bless you.
Yeah, Rory already turned off the live stream. Yes. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Lala. Thank you, all patriots. Thank you for spending the night time with us. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. Because some patriots ask me if Trump come or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. At least 5 p.m. I will be in front of the Capitol Hill. Yeah. I am wrong. Thank you. See you tomorrow. You have a great night. Love you all. Roy, thank you. Bonnie, Kathy, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Baby, Lala, you are really good patriots. Yeah. Oh. See you tomorrow.